Angels Care Home Health, serving Haze and the surrounding areas, is a Medicare-certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing and restorative therapy services to patients in their homes.
I would recommend Angel Care to anybody. They have really helped me regain my strength.
Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, and all services are covered 100% by Medicare for patients who are eligible. Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.
I couldn't have survived this without Angels Care.
Eagle Community Television presents Community Connection with your host, Mike Cooper.
Hello and welcome again to Community Connection from Eagle Community Television. Thanks for watching, and thanks to our producer, Jeff Durall. We're at the Union Pacific Park, downtown Haze, with the Downtown Haze Development Director, Sara Bloom, as we talk about the activities and events and also the organization itself. Let's begin with the basics. Sara,
sounds good.
What is Downtown Haze Development Corporation?
Sure. Downtown Haze Development Corporation is a nonprofit that was started in 2001. We're operated by a board of about 13 members, and the sole purpose of it is to create a better downtown. We want to bring awareness to downtown so that people know what we offer and what businesses are available. We want to prevent any decline that might happen downtown. We want to make sure that our downtown, which is the heart of Haze, is a vibrant downtown.
That's the mission, basically.
That is the mission, yeah.
So how do you accomplish that?
Sure, through a lot of different ways. You know, one is just through marketing and advertising. We want to make sure, again, that people know where downtown is. We want to make sure that people know what is offered downtown. And also through our events. We have a lot of different events. Right now we have around 9. We're hoping to have at least one every single month. And those events, again, just bring awareness to what's down here and bring traffic down, because a lot of times it just takes a special oomph to get people down here and to see what we offer. And once they're down here, they love it. We have a brand new website that we're hoping reaches beyond the Haze borders and gets more people down here and aware of what we have. So lots of different ways, and of course the different projects that we have going on help too. We're still trying to create that pavilion and a corridor from campus to downtown. So lots of projects that are up in the air.
And a lot more to come.
A lot more to come.
Obviously. Fort Hays State graduate. What field were you in?
I graduated in communications with a minor in what was then INT. It's now informatics, so I have to get used to saying that. But yeah, I graduated in 2005 from Fort Hays.
And then left us to go to Wichita.
For a little bit. I actually stayed in Hays. Long story. I left in 2005 and went to Kansas City and was there for a year. I was a production manager or a news producer in Kansas City. Mm-hmm. My husband proposed, so I moved back to Hays. And I was here until March of 2014, so here for a long time. Mm-hmm. And then we got the opportunity to start a church in Wichita. We jumped on that opportunity. I'm really glad that we went. We have no regrets, but he got the opportunity to come back to Hays, and we asked the kids, at the time 6 and 3, and they said that they wanted to come back to Hays, and we said, okay, we're going back. So we weren't there very long. We came right back.
Lucky for us, for sure. But your husband's still involved in work at Celebration.
Yep. He is the worship arts director, creative arts director at Celebration Community Church, and that's what he was doing before we left. Mm-hmm. He has a little bit of a different job description, but same title, and he absolutely loves it there. We all do.
We really ought to say congratulations, too, on welcoming Cadence to the family,
yeah,
too.
She's still pretty new.
Arrival.
She is a new arrival. We right after we moved to Wichita, we found out that we were pregnant with our third, and she just turned 7 months old. So wow. Yeah, still pretty little and just learning to eat her toes and crawl into things. So
now we see where all this enthusiasm is coming from. Stacy Smith, who was chair of the search committee, said Sara's experience, passion, energy is a great fit for the Downtown Haze Development Corporation. Where did that come from?
Well, I do have a lot of energy, and I think I told the board, I'm pretty sure I was the first person to apply. We're a very faith-based family, and so when we decided to move back to Hays, we knew that Kale had a job. We had no idea what I would be doing, but we just took a leap of faith, and we said, you know what, February 1 is our deadline. We're going to be back in Hays. Whether I have a job or not, we're just going to go on faith. And I loved the job that I had in Wichita. I was a marketing manager there, and I was controlling the marketing and the media for 29 different locations for senior citizens, senior living buildings. And I asked if that job could travel, if I could do it remotely, and the day they told me no was the day that this job opened up. And I had 5 different people from Haze that knew we were coming back say, you should apply. So I was the first one to apply, and I knew that this is the job that I wanted. And I think within a couple of weeks I had gone through the 2 interview processes, and I had been offered the job, and it couldn't have been more ecstatic. And I feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, and I'm absolutely loving what I'm doing, and I hope I'm making a difference for Haze.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. We've already seen some of those early inspirations that have come from you. Energetic, organized, well-spoken, inspiring, professional. Those are words that Stacy said that describe Sara Bloom. I was thinking when we were talking about downtown Haze, the songstress Petula Clark, who said in that famous song of hers, Downtown, when you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown.
Yeah.
So what is it about downtown? What's a vibrant downtown do for a community?
Well, I've said it before, that downtown is the heart of Haze. We want people to come down here and see everything, and without our downtown, it's just Vine Street. I mean, really, when you look at it, and there's so much downtown that's different. You can't get everything that's downtown. You can't find it in a Walmart. You can't find it in a Hobby Lobby. You can only find it downtown. And that's really what I want to stress, is we have so many unique shops and eateries. You can't find them anywhere else. You can't find them outside of Haze. You can't find them inside of Haze. We're so unique. We're the heart, and I mean, we are the life of Haze. And I just want people to know that and love that as much as I do. I come down here all the time. There's not a day that I'm not down here, of course. And just walking along the bricks and hearing my heels click on the bricks, I absolutely love it. And I hope to share that love and that enthusiasm for our downtown with everyone, not only with Haze, but throughout this area.
Sara, you have a unique perspective, I think, from those of us who have stayed here and been here.
Sure.
You were here for a time, you moved away, you came back. Notice changes.
Right.
Tell us about those changes that maybe we're not aware of, that take place sometimes gradually, that we don't see.
Sure. Well, I've been here since 2002. That's when I came to be a Fort Hays student. And I remember driving down 8th Street in 2002, and my parents and I looked around and were like, I'm not so sure about this university, because at the time 8th Street was not that pretty. Downtown was not that nice. It was kind of a scary drive going from downtown, or going from Vine Street at 8th down to the university. And you don't see that today. Downtown is not a place that you want to avoid anymore. It's beautiful. There's activity there. It's just a nice place to be and to hang out and relax. And that wasn't the case in 2002. And even since moving away a year ago, there's new shops, there's new life. TK's was just opening when we moved away. So things like that. It's been wonderful. People sometimes like to complain. Sometimes the negative voices are the loudest voices. But it's so easy for me to say, just look back since 2002, how far we've come. We're going to do even more. And just to put that in that perspective, that's really not that long. I mean, 14 years, 10 years, we've come a long way in that short period of time, and we're gonna keep improving.
Isn't there a certain feeling about downtown that you can't get other places, whether it's the walking, the sidewalks, the lighting, the park, the merchants, the people?
Sure. You can't walk down Vine Street like you can walk down Main Street, that's for sure. You don't have to worry about, getting run over, having to fight traffic, things like that. So that's definitely a benefit. We have a lot of places where you can sit outside and just enjoy our weather, especially today. It's beautiful out. And you can already tell, as we're sitting here, there's lots of traffic, lots of people walking already, and you don't get that in other places.
I've noticed too that over just the last maybe year, several months, the increase in traffic downtown, it's been amazing.
It has been amazing. And the stores are noticing too. People want to be downtown. We're finally starting to get to that stage where if one business moves out, there's people fighting over those buildings, which is really nice to see, because we know that there's a demand to be downtown, because we know that our downtown is thriving. It is where it's almost to that point where we're just going to have continuous in and outs, and that's a great place to be.
Something too, Sara, that I've noticed is the return to the original of many of the storefronts and things. That really gives a unique approach.
Yeah, a lot of the store owners are spending that extra dollar to revitalize the bricks and the old feeling, which is nice. I like seeing the bricks, and I think they like seeing the bricks. And it just adds more character. It's something that you're not going to find outside of Main Street.
Tell us about the events ahead then.
Sure, we have lots coming up. We just finished Fire on the Frontier, which was a huge success. Coming up on July 18th is our Bargains on the Bricks, which is our big sidewalk bazaar. And not only downtown businesses can participate, but outside of downtown can come in. We offer that to consultants like Jamboree Nails, Mary Kay, 31, things like that. Anybody can sell at it, they just have to contact me. Then in August is our Core to Campus, which is where we bring Fort Haze students, Haze Academy of Hair Design students, as well as NCK students from Quad. We walk them down to downtown. We encourage them to go into the businesses, not necessarily to buy something, but there are raffle prizes. The CVB offers a free meal. We roast a pig and everything. And then September is our big fundraiser called Wines and Steins. In October, we'll do the Tasting In, which is a new event that we created in April. That was a great success. We're going to try it again in October. We've got something big planned for November we're partnering with the Chamber with. I can't tell you yet. And then come December is obviously Frost Fest, and everybody knows and loves Frost Fest. So we're excited for another great parade and holiday season downtown.
That's all right. We'll get that November event out of Tammy Welbrock, the director of the Chamber.
She might give you.
Yeah, she'll give us a little hint at least, maybe. So many of the events coming up. What do you see ahead? You talked about the pavilion a little bit.
Yep.
Give us an update.
We just kind of brought back a committee to work on the pavilion again. It's something that we've had in the works for a while. We kind of put it on the back burner to try and see if a couple of other projects came through first. We're going to try and move it up the ladder a little bit and get that really going. We've got, like I said, we just created a new committee, and we're going to really see if we can't get that up and running, because it's something we need downtown. It's something that would house our market that happens every Wednesday night and Saturday morning. It's something that could house Wines and Steins rather than having to find a place to put the tent every year. It would be a great outdoor event area for not only us but the public. So we really hope to get that going. Again, we're still working on the corridor, but that could be wrapped up in another project. So we'll see about that. We're working on some star bonds with the ECC and some of our developers. So those are a couple of big projects. We're also going to really just try and focus on reconnecting the business owners with other business owners. We have a lot of new businesses. We have a lot of old businesses, and we just want to make sure that that communication is open. So we're going to try and create some what we're going to call Business on the Bricks receptions, and we want to invite downtown business owners into other people's businesses so that they can see what they're offering, see what they're carrying, hear about some of their specials, maybe recognize that business for how long they've been open or for just opening, give them a little token of our appreciation for being downtown, and really just try and bridge that communication gap and connect the people that are downtown, because without each other, I mean, we would fail. So we really want to bring the business owners together and bring them closer to DHCC as well. So that's in the works, and lots of other projects.
Well, let's don't forget too, as you mentioned briefly, the farmers market now. That's just exploded.
It has. We've just opened last week. We have about 7 to 10 vendors attending right now, but as the season goes on, we'll add more and we'll get new vendors. This Saturday is really exciting. Every Saturday we have something going on for the family, but we've also added on the third Saturday of every month what we're calling open market days, and anybody can sell on those days. Typically the market is limited to just homegrown and homemade products, but on those open Saturdays we're going to allow people that sell furniture, that sell antique goods, things that aren't necessarily homemade or homegrown, but they still want a different market for. So we're going to allow them to sell on those third Saturdays, try and get some new vendors, and then of course some new foot traffic so that they can see what we have on a regular basis as well.
I'm beginning to think that the future for Downtown Haze Development Corporation looks extremely bright, Sarah.
And very busy.
The director of the Downtown Haze Development Corporation from the Union Pacific Park downtown, Sara Bloom, our community connection.
Angels Care Home Health, serving Haze and the surrounding areas, is a Medicare-certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing and restorative therapy services to patients in their homes.
There's not any words to describe their kindness.
Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, and all services are covered 100% by Medicare for patients who are eligible. Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.
They saved my life.